It is now my pleasure to introduce our alumni speaker and alumni award winner, Tiffany Dena Loftin. Tiffany Dena Loftin is a nationally recognized labor organizer, educator, and civil rights advocate. A Los Angeles native and first-generation college graduate, she earned dual degrees in American Studies and Political Science from UC Santa Cruz, where she also served as Student Union Assembly President. After college, Loftin was elected President of the United States Student Association, was appointed to the White House Initiative on Educational Excellence for African Americans by President Obama, joined the AFL-CIO as Racial Justice Program Coordinator, and served as National Director of the NAACP Youth and College Division. Today, Loftin is Senior Campaign Lead for the Association of Flight Attendants, CWA. She also advises the United States Student Association, teaches at UC Santa Cruz, and hosts the podcast, How We Get Free. Loftin continues to inspire the next generation of activists through her organizing, storytelling, and vision for collective liberation. Please welcome back to Oaks College our cherished alumna, Tiffany Dena Loftin.
Good morning, Oaks! Now, some of y'all cheered, but you don't know you're supposed to say it back. Good morning, Oaks! To stand before you this morning is an incredible honor. Thank you to the faculty, staff, alumni, family and friends, and graduates. I want to thank our provost of Oaks College, Xavier, and college academic advisor, Ella. Thank you both so much for the invitation and the love. You care so deeply about this college and its students, and we are lucky to have your leadership right now. Before we do anything else, I need family and friends to make a lot of noise for the graduates. Graduates, that is what winning looks like. That is what triumph and accomplishment, victory feels like. Congratulations, you did it. You finished your papers, you fought through your midterms, because I know that was a struggle. You showed up for yourself, you made it through the pandemic years. You survived the rains and the first rain. You didn't tell your parents about that one. The fires, and some of you are the first in your family to graduate. Some of you worked multiple jobs, some of you raised your siblings, you navigated grief, and you still made time to take care of yourself and others. And most importantly, you organized for justice. And now to everyone who has witnessed your journey, we want to celebrate you, class of 2025, because you are brilliant, you are powerful, and now you are ready. The moment is deeply personal for me. UC Santa Cruz isn't just where I got my degree, it is where my life was transformed. It's been my home since 2007. There is nowhere else on the planet like UC Santa Cruz. I sat where you sit. I remember late nights in Bico. Somebody was gonna do it. And Huerta, because I was an NA. I remember the French fries at the Oaks Cafe. That got more love than anything I've said, that's weird. The rallies at the base of campus. Come on. I'm gonna get in my bag. The walks to the quarry and the quiet meditations through the Oaks path. This is where I learned that education doesn't only happen in the classroom. It happens in our community. It's found in the land that we walk on, the risk that we take, the mistakes that we own, and the people who walk beside us. And I want to be real with you. Those lessons are more important right now than ever. You are graduating into a world that is unraveling. The climate is collapsing. Politicians are trying to police our stories and strip away our choices. Wages are low. Rent has been outrageous. Democracy is being held together by duct tape. And students and families are being kidnapped and stripped away from their communities. Come on. We are witnessing a genocide in real time. I know what college I was coming to speak to. And somehow, we're still under the reign of a criminal who cheated his way into power and is throwing a we are still under the reign of a criminal who cheated his way into power and is throwing a birthday military parade tomorrow that cost up to $45 million. So these are enormous challenges, but I need you to hear me, class of 2025. There is nothing small about you. You got your cap on, you're gonna get your degree. This is not just an achievement, this is resistance. UCSC and Oaks College didn't raise you to obey broken systems. I only got 8 minutes, y'all gotta let me finish. UC Santa Cruz didn't raise you to obey broken systems, it raised you to challenge them, to change them, to reimagine them, and then to rebuild them. You are the dream they were trying to block. You are the knowledge they tried to censor. But I believe that education is a right for every human being, not a privilege. So you graduating is an act of resistance. And you already know that because your legacy on this campus over the last 4 years has demonstrated that. Let's go through your resume real quick. You helped win the fight for divestment from war and genocide. You led the UC to become the largest educational institution to divest from fossil fuels. Right here at Santa Cruz, you helped lead a statewide campaign that forced millions of dollars in police budget reallocations. You pushed the regents to drop the SAT and the ACT, making UC admissions more fair and accessible. You fought for AB 367, which won free menstrual products for every campus restroom across the UC. You forced the regents to secure a tuition freeze, keeping costs stable for students. You won AB 540, that was your victory too, protecting in-state tuition for undocumented students. You stood up for grad workers, and even when they were fired, you fought to get their jobs back and their health care. Most recently, y'all passed Measure 8, forcing TAPs to be transparent and allocate and accountable for where their money goes. And right here is where you ended restrictions on protest and reclaiming your right to speak and organize. Banana slugs, remember, there is no one coming to save you. We are the reasons things are going to change. I'm not just here to tell you to get a job or climb a ladder. I'm here to ask you, what else are we going to win? After graduating, you must continue to rewrite the rules, build new structures, start movements, challenge power, teach, laugh, dream, organize, and love. You are more than a resume, my friend. And you are more than a job title. You are unique and precious and created for a specific purpose. Your life's journey is to constantly learn. Education is not about landing a job. It's about building a life that makes freedom possible for all of us. And freedom is not voted for, it is won, brick by brick and dream by dream. And you are the architects of that freedom. And I know some of you are stepping into a little bit of uncertainty. You're wondering, what do I do now, Tiffany? Who's gonna hire me? What am I doing over the summer? So let me give you a quick cultural example, one that you're probably familiar with, that defines exactly what it means to stand in your purpose. Let's talk a little bit about the beef that recently transpired, because I have not been able to listen to a Drake song since. Now, and I'm from LA. Now, come on, LA. Now, Kendrick and Drake, that wasn't just a rap beef, okay? It was a battle between empire and authenticity, between popularity and purpose. Drake had the machine. He had hits, labels, TikTok anthems. But my brother Kendrick had the pen. He had our hearts. He showed us purpose. And when the smoke cleared, Kendrick wasn't just undefeated, he was unbothered. He didn't win because he was louder. He won because he was rooted in community. He was locked in on his craft, something that cannot be mimicked. He had purpose. Graduates, I'm giving you instruction to be like Kendrick. Don't chase clout. Chase authenticity. Don't mistake visibility for value. Don't let the world define your success by algorithms or applause. Speaking truth to power is how we win, and you already know how. So I leave you with this. I hope you dream bigger than any rule they've ever told you to follow. I hope you love like your future depends on it, because it does. I hope you stay rooted in your people and your purpose. And when you feel unsure or afraid, remember, resistance works when we fight together. So walk boldly, keep asking better questions, fight for the space where everybody belongs, because this world needs you, not just to make change, but to be the change. Not just to resist, but to reimagine. Oaks graduates, thank you for making it right here. Thank you for showing all of us what is possible. Thank you for believing that education is worth it and that your community is worth it. Go out there and be victorious the way that Kendrick did, with courage, community, and a voice that nobody can silence. Congratulations, class of 2025, and God bless you.